Hello there, Kenny Zook here. I'm the head preacher for the Church of the Leave OPB. I figure now that I'm talking about the NFL again, having recovered from the initial shock of seeing the condition Mr. Biscuit's condition was in, going to start talking about my football picks, and I guess that means that my first foray into that is going to be a combination NFL and sermon, seeing as how, yes, it's true, I have even admitted on Facebook I am gambling, if you call it gambling. I mean, it is actually, and I'm sure the house wins a lot of money on this game. I think they probably win their money based on the fact that the name for the game is so appropriate. I ran across this game while getting signed up to the contest and eating my fruit salad, my favorite fruit salad, banana split, yes. While enjoying the environment, I was looking through what was available and discovered this nifty little thing called a teaser parlay. That's where you bet on a group of games, but instead of betting against the spread, you're betting against the spread teased 5 or 6 points, I think 5 points, in your favor. So if you were going to get a touchdown, now you're getting 12. Almost 2 touchdowns. So on and so forth. I went through the card the first time I participated in the game and checked off all the possible winners. 3/4 of the answers are winners. Of course, lightning strikes, so don't bet all your betting money on 14 or 15 choices all put together. Those tempting odds, 100 to 1, 150 to 1, 300 to 1, woo! If they're all right, yes. Usually, lightning strikes. Hence the reason they play the games, they say. And Las Vegas is right about 75% of the time from what I see on the teaser parlays, which is you make your money picking those 3 out of 4 times that they're going to be right. That'll collapse on you if you get too carried away with it. So what I've done is scattered my total picks across 9 tickets, betting a total of 10 tickets, betting a total of $70 this week because I made a couple $100 last week, so that's $20 tithe, $20 offering, $20 I get to rebet this time. And this week I am actually investing $50 of my own money because since I'm going to do it online, I'm going to, not on this device, of course, but I am going to be getting another $50 that I can use next week. And so I spread these across a 4-way, which pays 3.5 to 1, something like that, or returns anyway, 3.5 to 1. Several 5-ways, a couple of 6-ways, and then I have done 3 long shot tickets. Those are $2 a piece. Most of the rest would win me $50, $40, somewhere in that neighborhood. The 4-way that I'm strong on, I have the Dolphins plus 23 points. They're playing the rather beat-up Chargers, who will also be playing a morning game after flying cross-country and playing at what to them must feel like an unreasonably early time of the morning. 23 points on a teaser parlay? Yeah, I put that as one of my foundation bets. Kansas City, Detroit, I have the over for 49.5 points, which I think is, the line is actually 54, something like that, or was. Kansas City's defense is suspect. Problem with the quarterback and his hip with Stafford, that could hurt us a little bit, but I don't think that they expected Stafford to last forever, so I don't think they're totally lost in the backup quarterback department. Really, if Detroit does absolutely nothing offensively, Mahomes could just about go 49 by himself if that gets out of hand the other direction. So I like the over. Patriots, since I only have to give 1.5 points at my Bills, who I actually prefer, but I don't see them pulling that off. And the Broncos, since I'm getting points, by golly, I'll take 2.5 points entertaining the Jaguars because Vic Fangio wants to win bad. Those are my high confidence picks. My next highest confidence pick, since I'm getting 8.5 on a teaser parlay, I'm taking the Saints hosting the Cowboys. If anything you can count on in that game, it should be that one stays close. So that one is on a lot of my tickets, several of my 5s, a couple of my long shots. I actually took the other side of it further on down. I've got the Titans, which I'm getting 9.5 points at the Falcons. I see them at least keeping it close within a touchdown, so that should win. I've got the Lions plus 13 hosting the Chiefs. The Lions have been messing people up. Plus 13.5, even without Stafford. I still think that's not... but I think Stafford's going to play, and he'll be Stafford. I've got the Ravens. I'm only having to give 1.5 hosting the Browns. The Baltimore-Cleveland game, I also have the over 41. I just can't see how that stays a low-scoring defensive thing. The Browns have a lot of stars on defense, but no, I think Mr. Jackson is going to put up some points, and the Browns have the capability of certainly retaliating to some degree. That's more likely to be a shootout than a defensive struggle, I think. The Colts I am taking since I only have to give 1.5 against the Raiders. I don't trust John Gruden one bit. The Bucks, seeing as I'm getting 16.5 points, I like them at the Rams, actually. The Steelers, kind of like at home versus the Bengals, and now you're giving me 2.5 points on a teaser parlay. Yes, I only have that down for 2 long shots and 2 mid-range bets. I probably should have leaned on that way heavier. I've got the Texans plus 1.5 versus the Panthers on 3 tickets. I've got the Panthers plus 10.5 at the Texans. So Ron Rivera's boys to keep it at least interesting in Houston. I've got the Cowboys, the other end of the other bet, since I'm getting 3.5 points, just in case. I have that just on 2 bets. On 1 bet and 1 bet only, a 6-way, I have taken the Vikes plus 8.5, because if the Bears win, I still don't see them winning by much more than a touchdown. I like the odds there. But then on my longest of long shot picks, I figured what the heck, since that one pays some ridiculous amount to 1, it's a 14-way, whatever that pays. I took the Bears plus 3.5, because who knows, they could win by even more than that. A lot of times both sides of these games pay. That's what happened in a number of contests last week. So those are my predictions. Based on which ones I'm taking, you can probably tell a fair amount of what I took on the contest pool. But I'm not going to bother with that. Those are my predictions. Did I do the sermon part? Well, just in case I didn't, I have to go on record as saying, no, I do not think that God condones gambling. I certainly don't think anybody in their right mind would condone gambling to excess, gambling money you cannot afford to lose. On the other hand, I don't think he is staunchly against or participating in local entertainment and national entertainment and TV entertainment and having fun with what looks like a fairly easy game to me. Let's just say I'm playing with house money, and if I lose enough this season to need something other than house money to be able to continue, I'm going to lose interest. Believe me. So that's where I am on it. I don't think God's against it. I don't think he's for it. I think it's a thing of the world, which, I suppose means it's a sin. Everything's a sin if you get that detailed about it. Just living is sin. And looking for the joy, looking for the fun. God's best and brightest blessings to you and yours. And I guess that's it about football, too.